Hi, I'm back. Hopefully I'm actually showing you the food this time. So these are my meatballs. I love meatballs and I've made them with other dishes, but my son only likes the meatballs with the Italian sauce. So I'm making my Italian meatballs, which you probably can make with any other, like a Swedish sauce or whatever, if you want to guess. I'm just showing you how I make mine. And it's not a family secret, family recipe. I just kind of, this evolved over time and this is what works for us. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take my ground beef. That's probably about at least 2 pounds of it. And I mix mine half and half with hot Italian sausage. So this is in the casing. So really, I prefer to buy it out of the casing, but if it's in the casing, I just squeeze out the meat. And because I have a lot of beef, I'm adding 2 packs, and each pack has 5 links. Here's where you get to watch me do this. I tried to pre-prepare, pre-chop, pre-grate, pre-dice. I didn't think through this part. Okay, so that's 4 links. Your best tools are your hands. My dogs are usually sitting here waiting for something to fall on the floor. I don't see him right now though. He must have found something else to entertain him and herself with. Okay. I'm making this today because it's a weekend and this takes a lot of time and a lot of energy, and I don't like to try to rush through something like this during the week when I come home from work. But what's nice is if I make it, I put the leftovers in the fridge and then I can come home from work and just heat it up and make some pasta and it's ready. I've tried convincing everyone to have a meatball sub or a meatball sandwich with these meatballs in the sauce. They can't get beyond the spaghetti. Oh, there they are. See my friends? Oh, they're here. You'll see, I'm sure they'll walk by. Okay, so that was 10 links and about at least 2 pounds, maybe 2.5 pounds of beef. This is grated Parmesan, and that's probably a cup, maybe a cup and a half. It's because there's a lot of meat, so there has to be a lot of this. Next thing is my diced parsley, Italian parsley, and that's probably a half cup. Do this here. I also have, this is heavy. There's probably also about a half cup of grated onion. I like sweet onion. Where's my towel? Okay. Now, my spoon. Hi. I'm making a video of a recipe. So hopefully it'll come out. You know, I make all kinds of mistakes. Try to open this jar. That was about a clove of garlic. Or half teaspoon. Okay. And I'm gonna put, this is my handy secret. I'm gonna put a big glob of that to make it extra beefy. Now, last little bit, that didn't really work, did it? This is breadcrumbs. It's about a cup of breadcrumbs with about 3/4 of a cup of cream.
Sorry, I'm gonna throw up on it.
That's all right. Welcome to the video. Hey guys. She's not shy. And then 2 eggs. Now the next step, I might throw a sprinkle of pepper in there and a sprinkle of salt. And then the next step is just mash it with the fingers. Hi, okay, hopefully you can actually see the food again. I'm going to start with meatballs. It took me a long time with my best tools to make an even mixture. So what I'm going to do is cook them This is avocado oil. Like I said, it has quite a bit of unsaturated fats, but it has a high heat point, so it doesn't turn brown and oxidize too easily. But I wanted to add some olive oil to it. It's not opening. Let me grab the other one. Ooh. This one's open already. I'm assuming this is still going to add flavor to it. The olive flavor. I need to figure out how to open that. Then just take pieces of your meat, roll them into little balls. Don't compress them too hard because they'll get dense. Little meatballs like that. You hear that sizzle? Nice and warm. I try to make them about the same size. It's maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches in dimension. And I try not to overcrowd the pan because too many of these in there will steam and not brown. So I have a huge pan, which will help me get these cooked, but it's gonna take me a while because I intentionally not overcrowding. So basically, I keep rolling as I'm doing this. Smells good. And I'll wash my hands in between these episodes, and then basically what I do is I take this and I roll them around until they're all evenly browned. So I'll be back with some more. Okay, so I'm starting to just roll these around to get all the sides browned, not just one side. Usually once it's nice and brown, it should be pretty easy to release from the bottom. Okay, some of these are nicely browned. I'm just going to move them over here to a separate bowl while I continue to cook. They're not completely cooked through, just brown. They're going to finish cooking in the sauce. So as I take these out, I will, oh, that one needs a minute more. As I take these out, we'll take it out. I'm going to throw in some others that I've been rolling while those are cooking. And we will rinse and repeat. Okay, so meatballs are cooked. That's here, or it's brown. Now I'm actually throwing in, and this is about 8 ounces of pancetta. Pancetta, I guess. I don't know how you pronounce it. I just want to brown these and get these nice and crispy. Before I get the rest of my sauce going. I did take some of the extra oil out of the pan because there was some extra from the meatballs and I didn't want it swimming in there. Okay, I dished those out. Now I'm going to throw in onion. This is about 3/4 of a big onion. Just gonna get this browning a little bit. 3 carrots, 3 celery, 6 cloves of garlic. I don't want the garlic to burn. I just want to cook those just a bit before I deglaze the pan. And I'm going to deglaze it with poulet soufflé. This is what I use every time I make this, and I love it. My family loves it. You can use another one if you like. I'm giving that a minute before I deglaze. Once I do that, I'll add in the glitter. And watch out for splatters. Okay, here we go. I add about half the bottle. The rest of it we can save for something else, either drinking if you like it, or in this case, Ashley's making salmon tomorrow night, so we'll use that for the salmon. So I'm just gonna let this cook down a bit, boil off the alcohol. I'm going to add some pepper. I'm probably going to wait on the salt because I want to see how salty it is with all of the ingredients before I add more. I don't want to oversalt it. I also like to add oregano. You see me just sprinkling. I kind of learned to go by eye based on how strong it is, and oregano is pretty strong, so you usually don't need a lot. So while that is reducing, I am scraping up bits from the bottom. And I do want to reduce the volume as much as I can. It concentrates the flavor, but really it's just to cook down the alcohol. My pancetta is over here, nice and crispy. I have 1 can of peeled and 1 can of crushed. I don't know if it makes a difference. This is going to cook down, and I'll probably continue to break it up as we go with the sauce also. You see why I can't keep my shirts clean. It smells really good. Okay, just gonna add in my tomatoes. Now I have 2 rinds of Parmesan. Add those. That was Giada's trick. Going to stir this a bit. Stir. Chopping as I go. I usually add tomato paste. Where do I have it? Squirt a good half of that tube in. Still stirring. As I go, I'm going to be chopping those tomatoes. Cooking in full. Just going to try to stir this up and make a nice mixture. At the end, before we actually eat it, we're going to take out these big pieces of onion and carrot and celery and cheese so we can have more of an authentic sauce mixture. So splattering everywhere. You see that? And then the last thing I'm going to do is just add these back so they can finish cooking in the sauce, but they're also flavoring the sauce as it cooks. All the drippings. distribute those so they all get a little flavor. Y'all do a little flavor. Now, I make sure this comes to a boil, which it is. I'm going to cover it and simmer it, and then I'll come back. Okay, my boys and girls are out there are having a cow because there's a Great Dane on the course on the 12th hole right below them. Okay, so the pancetta I made earlier, I'm just going to sprinkle that in here now near the end. Give it a stir. I told you I'm going to take these big pieces of vegetable out right before the end. But what I wanted to do is just give my sauce a taste. It's been cooking now for at least half an hour, 45 minutes. The longer the better. But I wanted to give it a taste. The boys are on the 12th hole. There's 18, so they might take another half an hour, 45 minutes. So I'm gonna try to time dinner for about when they're gonna come home. Here's a little sauce, let's see. That's gonna be good. Okay. Oh, here I go again. All right, there we go. You can actually see the food instead of just me. And it's not me that I ever wanted anyone to see. It's the food. So meatballs, the spaghetti with the sauce. I put a little sauce in the spaghetti when it was done, and I sprinkled freshly grated Parmesan on top. So, got my boys and girls here looking at me, waiting. Just going to take a little piece. Nobody else is here, it's just me trying it. We'll get my reaction first, then we'll get everyone else's reaction. Do you see the steam coming off right there? It's hot. Don't want to burn myself. I have a nice baguette here. I can dip in my sauce at the very end. I'm sure that'll be good. Okay. I'm just trying to eat this without burning myself. I'm sure that's what you wanted to see, was me blowing on this. Hot. Very good. So tasty. I've had spaghetti meatballs at lots of restaurants. I personally like this better, but there's nothing more rewarding than when you take your family, one of your kids orders spaghetti meatballs, and they taste it at a restaurant and they say, this is good, but yours is better. That's what this reminds me of. Outstanding. Okay.
Yeah, just to give you some context, her spaghetti and meatballs, every bit, the sauce, the meat, and the spaghetti is probably at least double any 5-star restaurant you're gonna get. How much did you make this for on average?
I didn't count. I can count it.
Let's
later.
say you spent $100 and you're gonna feed
I
over
didn't spend
10.
100.
Not even 100, and you're gonna feed
50
over
bucks? Maybe I spent
50
$50.
bucks, and you're gonna feed at least 10 plates. So that's $5 for each of these, and it's better than anything you're gonna buy for 30
That's
bucks.
what I just said in my last video, when you guys are like, this is good, but yours is better.
I don't know how to put a word on the spaghetti. It's just perfect. It's kind of firm, which is nice, and you still get the sauce, so it's kind of smooth.
Dad's mad that I didn't buy beer. One time
The sauce,
I didn't buy beer.
the sauce is amazing. I don't know what she does, but it's better than just like the tomato can sauce.
Oh, of course. Try meatball.
This is always good. Fire. This is literally what I look forward to eating every month. So,
Okay, ready? Thumbs up.
oh yeah.
All right, awesome. Right.